What do you think most of us probably regret as men after a good woman walks away from us, an emotionally intelligent woman walks away from us? The relationship
Not
didn't work.
appreciating her. Don't you feel like that? Don't you wish that you would have appreciated the
Nope.
dope women when you had them and been like, if I would have actually gave you the attention and treated you like how I needed to treated you or treated how I should have treated you, I wouldn't have dealt with all the BS that came after you, all the karma, all the lessons, all the tramps and 304s that came after the emotionally intelligent women. That's what it teaches you, how to appreciate what you have, because that's rare. The emotional intelligence is not the normal, especially in my generation. It's not normal at all. So when you lose something like that, it's a wake up call, because your very next one isn't going to be emotionally intelligent. Promise you. You're going to fall in love again, and it's not going to be with an emotionally intelligent person. And it's always going to, when you lose an emotionally intelligent person, the next one is always a lesson to show you why you shouldn't have lost the emotionally intelligent person. Karma always comes after that type of person. It's a spiritual thing, I believe, too. So in order to be emotionally intelligent, that's a spiritual attribute. Emotions and spirit, those things go together. That's not a logical headspace at all. Spirituality has never been logical. That's a complete feminine attribute.
A man doesn't usually regret losing a good woman in the dramatic way people imagine. Regret is rarely emotional at first, it's delayed recognition. And it only shows up when the emotional noise of the relationship is gone. He starts comparing the peace she brought with the instability he now experiences. The clarity she offered with the confusion of newer dynamics. The emotional safety he didn't have to question with situations where he has to guess everything.
I ruined the best girl I ever had because I never healed from the last one. After my first relationship, I told myself that I hated women, but in reality, I just didn't trust anyone anymore. 2 months later, I met the best girlfriend I ever had. She was grounded in her faith, we'd go to church together, and she did everything right. And I still didn't trust her. I was insecure, I had my guard up, and I didn't treat her the way she deserved. She was a good girl, but I was still acting like I was dealing with the last one. It lasted almost 2 years, and we barely argued, but all that unhealed anger was still there under the surface. And eventually, it came out. I got angry one time too many, and that was it. Not because she did anything wrong, but because I never fixed what was wrong with me. A lot of guys think that they're just protecting themselves after they get hurt, but in reality, they're just sabotaging the next person. Because getting hurt didn't make me stronger. It actually made me destructive. Because if you don't heal from your past, you don't just carry pain. You pass it on to people who never deserved it.
It's fucked up, but unfortunately, I had to learn this way because of my trauma. I ran into a woman who essentially I didn't realize until after I lost her that she was the love of my life. And I lost her because I allowed my trauma to control my outlook on love and what love actually was. When I first met her, everything was great. It was beautiful and stuff like that. But once our relationship started to get more serious and she started holding me more accountable, because my perspective on love and my outlook on what a relationship was supposed to be was completely skewed. I started to see her care as control and her just trying to help me or hold me accountable as her attacking me. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to her helping me become the best version of myself. And, essentially a woman's role, with her man is to assist him and aid him in becoming the best version of himself. And unfortunately at the time I just couldn't see it because I was so blinded by my pain. And I started to realize that projection isn't just, a verbal thing. It's also how you see things as well. I was projecting pain onto her because I had not yet dealt with my trauma. And unfortunately, I walked away from that relationship and I almost lost her. I was stupid, I was very stupid. I walked away from her because I needed to go and reflect and do my inner work on myself and heal and change my perspective on what love is and what love is supposed to be. And when I came back to her, I told her, I said, listen, babe, like, I know it's not going to be easy. I know it's not going to be, a walk in the park to get us back to that, safe space that we once were in, because I know she didn't trust me now because I left when shit got rough. So now it's up to me, to rebuild that relationship. I just told her, I was like, hey, look, I'm not coming back to, just, thinking that it's just going to be all la-di-da-di-da. You know what I mean? I'm coming back to work. So whatever we got to do to make this right and to make me a better person for you, and to, remove all responsibility from you. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. You know what I mean? Because I love you and I know I want to be with you forever. You know what I mean? And I know that. So, yeah. So really, I guess this message is just to, a lot of the young guys, like, hey, bro, like, if you come across that good girl, and you will, most of us, like all dudes do, keep her, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't let, your trauma from the past dictate how you view relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask y'all, man, how do you get over the greatest woman in this world? How do you get over the greatest woman in this world? You know the thing that would hurt me the most in this world? If Shanti found the man, and he did what I couldn't do. And he did what I couldn't do as a man for her. Do you have any idea what that do to my soul? Because I was there first, and I failed her as a husband. Let me tell you something, y'all. This woman did nothing in this marriage. It's all on me, y'all. It's all on me. I promise you it's on me. And listen, what she did for me, oh my God. Oh, thank you, baby. I'm so sorry.
Now this man sitting up there laying back on a struggling, deflated air mattress crying over his ex-wife. Hot diggity dog. Probably got a 13-inch TV VCR combo. Probably don't even have the back to the remote. Probably got to tape in the batteries. God dog, man. And y'all dudes be looking like this and be having a nerve to cheat. Like, and for this man to sit up here crying, talking about how do you get over the greatest woman in the world, you don't. You don't. And a lot of men don't want to admit when they missed out on a good one. When they messed up having a good one, a solid one. That woman, for that man to be crying like that, that woman gave you chance after chance after chance to get it right. He probably had to wait for his roommate to leave so he could shoot that video. And y'all be up here with these regurgitated talking points talking about, women file for divorce 70%, 80% of the time. But y'all don't talk about the 70 to 80 chances that some of these women be giving y'all. Y'all don't want to talk about that. But, hey, it is what it is. But, yeah, you could tell this man, the way he cried, he didn't believe that woman was going to leave him. And that woman mustered up the strength and she left him. And you got a lot of men out here that have this same outlook. Don't want to admit it publicly, but struggle privately. And they cry every day, every so often. Every now and then they try to reach out to their ex-wife or their ex-girlfriend or their ex-fiance. Baby, please, baby, please. And she got so much receipts where she could expose you. But y'all be out here going so hard on women. And like, bro, out of all camera angles, like, you had to use that one? You couldn't, bruh.
I'll be real, yeah? You know what burns us, man, the most? You know when we lose a good girl, a good woman, and she's giving us chance after chance, and we're not listening, We just think, listen, because she's a good woman, she ain't gonna leave, bro. She ain't gonna cheat either. Bro, we just start taking liberties, and then eventually they just have enough and then leave. But do you know what burns? You know when they actually find someone that's actually serious? Oh, bro. Like deep down, yeah, you want her to just lose the plot. And you get me? Low key be outside and just do her thing and see multiple men because it makes it easier. Like it makes the heartbreak easier to heal, if that makes sense. But bro, like, when she don't lose her morals, bro, and she doesn't lose herself, and she knows and she remembers who she is, and she finds someone, and she's getting treated how she's meant to be treated. Oh, bro, that's a burner, you know. I'm telling you, bro. Make sure you don't lose that good woman, bro, because you're gonna regret it down the line. Because you know what it is? You're gonna end up trying to find the same similarities and the same traits in that one good woman, but you just can never find it, bro. Nothing's the same, bro. I'm telling you. Do you understand? And then one day you're gonna be going through your Instagram, then you might just stumble across her TikTok or Instagram or whatnot. Then you just see married with the ring emoji. Oh, God. Broski. You're thinking this could have been me, you know. She's all having families and that. Two babies, one boy, one girl, and a dog. Oh, bro, remember and just know what you have, bro. The grass sometimes is not greener, bro. Especially if she's treating you or he's treating you good, bro. Because people love to push this narrative, you can always get a next man or a next gal. There's options everywhere. I hear it. But listen, not everyone's good, you know. Not everyone's meant to be for you. Just remember that, bro. Try no show.
What's your deepest regret?
The day I had to divorce my wife.
Why is it a deep regret?
That's when my life went into a spiral. I was living life of, just like a drifter, and I'm just so tired of this drifting life. I just want to get my stuff together and just do the right thing, man.
Did you try to patch things up with her?
I've tried, but it was like a real nasty divorce. Today and day, at least I'm able to at least speak to her. At least we speak here and there. So
if you had one message to her right now, what would it be?
I'm so very sorry for everything that I put you through. It's going to be a better day tomorrow. You just wait and see.
Do you have any advice for people who may be going through what you went through?
When you love something, hold on to it. You don't know what you have until you lost it. They don't come better than that sometimes. Yep.
It's not going to hurt her seeing you with someone else, but it's sure as hell going to hurt you seeing her with someone else, because you know how much she's going to love them. You know damn well that girl going to go all out for that person and give them everything that she tried to give you. You already seen how she loves. You know she's going to support them, remember the little things, hype them up like they're genius, support their dreams like they're already famous. You know she's going to be patient, loyal, soft, and all the things that she really tried to be with you. But your ass was too stubborn. You thought you knew it all. You never wanted to give her any appreciation. You just thought you had it all figured out. And now your ass don't. Meanwhile, you could post someone new, and the whole time she's genuinely happy for you. Like, oh, like, good for him. Because she already realized that she was done with your ass emotionally 6 months before you even realized it. Like, now you're not jealous. You're haunted, okay? Like, it's not about losing her. It's about someone else is about to receive the version of her that you didn't even appreciate, okay? So it's not even heartbreak. It's foresight. Your ass already seen it coming.
Hurts more than not being able to forget about someone who's already forgotten you. I got off with the phone yesterday. It was the last time we were going to talk. I asked her, can you please leave your new boyfriend and come back to me? We knew each other for almost 3 years, dating this guy for like a couple months now. And she's like, no. And I know it's dumb, right? Talked about having kids together. She tells me that she still loves me. She tells me that she wishes it was me, but this guy gives her everything that I don't. And that's fair, I guess. But damn, the pain is unbearable. I was at work, where I'm on break right now, right? And I was just sobbing my eyes out. I'm trying to fucking pipette and shit. I have like my gown on and everything. I'm just fucking sobbing, dude. Imagining her head on my shoulder. Imagining the way it used to feel when I would hug her. Imagining the way she would caress my ear as we would drive. Damn, I really wish I had a time machine so I could go back and fix things and not make the mistakes that led to where I am right now. I genuinely don't even know if I'll ever be able to love again, dude. I mean, that's dumb to say, right? Because like right now it's really painful. I don't know. She took a chunk of my heart. I think what also makes it really hard is knowing that she is happy with somebody else. I've seen posts where it's talking about the importance of loving without possession. Like that's true love. So I should be happy for her that she's happy, right? But it's just hard to be happy for someone else when you're unhappy, especially in this context. Cause I was super jealous. And this is like the penultimate, like, realization of all my fears as someone who's jealous, right? Her falling in love with another man and like sleeping with him and gonna like spend her life with him. I don't know what to do. I feel lost. When my friends are feeling down, I tell them to go to God, pray and give your worries to him. But I'm struggling to do that right now. The pain is so unbearable. It feels like this incredible weight. And yeah, it's hard to practice what I preach. I tell people they should focus on their hobbies, focus on their pursuits, look forward into the future. But I'm going through it again. All I want to do is chase after her and cry and wallow in the memories of all the good that we had. I don't know. It feels like I'm back to day one because we talked for a couple days. I had a streak. We were like 11, 12 weeks out without talking, and I'm trying to accept that she's lost, but then we started talking again. So
Listen, bro, you're gonna regret losing her. You always realize what you have when it's gone.
Realizing you lost her is probably the most heartbreaking day because after everything, after her begging you to act right, after her begging you to see her, after her begging you to show her how much you loved her, after continuously being nonchalant, after continuously acting like you didn't care when you know you did, after her continuously fighting you to just be who she knew you were, she finally gave up. She finally couldn't do it anymore. She finally is growing distant. She's finally removing herself from the place that she continuously felt like she was unwanted. And now you can't fucking believe it. You can't wrap around your head why she's falling back, why she's losing feelings. When you know why. When you were there each and every time that you announced her love, when all she wanted to do was love you. You just couldn't do the same. You had to be cool. You had to continue to keep up that act that you didn't give a fuck. Because through it all, you knew that she loved you. Through it all, you felt so entitled that she would never stop loving you until she finally did. And you can't wrap your head around that fact. But the truth is, buddy, no one is going to wait around for you forever. It gets to a point when people move on, when people want better for themselves, when people want to feel the reciprocated energy that they're putting into something. You didn't reciprocate that energy, and she eventually gave up trying to get you to reciprocate it. You lost her, and it was your fault. You have nobody else to blame but yourself. If you love someone, and if you know losing them is probably the worst fate imaginable, show them that you love them before it's too late to show them anything at all.